Hello, and welcome to A Sense of Centerville in Washington Township, your place for stories about ordinary and extraordinary residents and places in the Centerville and Washington Township area. I'm Susan from Centerville-Washington History, and I look forward to hearing your story. Today, my guest is Emily Albright. Emily Albright has been active at Centerville High School with volleyball, dance, and tutoring. She has been the varsity captain for volleyball and received awards for the most improved and best offensive player while balancing her dance career. After school, Emily tutored 3 times a week while creating an individual lesson plan. She is a member of the National Honor Society, Early Childhood Education Program, and the Spanish Honor Society. Emily has spent time volunteering at church and coaching club volleyball. Emily plans to attend the University of Dayton in the fall and majoring in early childhood education and minoring in Spanish. Welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. It's always fun to visit with our younger folks.
Yes.
And we usually do this for the people that win the scholarships for Centerville-Washington history. It just gives a more youthful perspective, which is really good to record as well. So let's first of all talk about, I want to talk about your high school experience. And first of all, let's talk about what got you involved in volleyball.
Yeah. So volleyball was always something that my dad's side of the family had really enjoyed. And my cousins and aunts and uncles on my dad's side really, that was things we did at family events and stuff. So that's definitely how I started volleyball. And then it continued. I did some rec leagues at the rec center, which was amazing. And then I just tried out for the team in 7th grade and really loved it. So it was great to carry that through my senior year.
Did Kathleen Washington, was she one of your
Yes,
teachers?
she did.
At the rec?
She was my main teacher at the rec center. Yeah, that's so funny. She's amazing.
She is a great advocate for volleyball
for
in the
sure.
community. So
Yeah.
I'm glad to have that connection.
Yes.
As a varsity captain, how did you show leadership to your team? How did talk us about that process? Were you on volleyball all 4 years?
Yeah, so I was playing volleyball all 4 years of high school. I started my freshman year on JV, and then my sophomore, junior, and senior year, I was on varsity. And, all 3 of those years, there were very different forms of leadership. I saw some negative forms of leadership, some very outward forms of leadership, and then some just leading by example. So I kind of built what I wanted to do as a captain my senior year, all 4 years that I played. And so when I was voted captain, which it's like a voting for everybody on the team, when I was voted captain, it was really exciting that all my hard work and I felt like I led in different ways throughout the 4 years, but to really be able to be a captain and have that voice was really amazing.
Mm-hmm. And it sounds like the people voted for you because they admired your skills, I guess.
Yes.
Both in volleyball and the way that you made them feel.
Right. Yes. I think leadership is often made out to be a skill thing, which it is to some point. You can lead with your skills, you can lead in earning points for your team, but I would argue that it's bigger than that. It's bigger. It's how you make them feel. It's how you show up for them on and off the court. I think that really makes the difference. And I hope that's why people voted for me.
It's about supporting
and for sure.
Being positive.
Yes.
Yeah. Awesome. All right. So you also received award for most improved. What did you do to improve your skills?
Yeah. So it's actually funny. I got it my sophomore year and my junior year. And my coach started when he gave it to me at the banquet. He started with, it kind of gets a bad rap for someone saying that they were bad.
It implies you were bad.
Right, yeah. So you were bad to begin with, and then you got better. But honestly, it was all I ever wanted when I started playing was to get better. And I started late in life. When I tell people my first year of club volleyball was freshman year, a lot of people are shocked because many start as early as 10, 11. So I think it was really exciting for me to get that award because I'd always wanted to just get better, keep working hard. And I guess that's pretty much what it comes down to. I didn't do anything specific to improve my skills, but I just worked hard like all the time. I did club volleyball in the off season, so that kept my skills up. And I really felt like I had some great coaches too along the way that were able to help me, one of which was my dad. So yeah.
So he played as well.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, so it just means that you put in every practice.
Yes.
You went with the mindset of wanting to get better, and you weren't going to be changed from that area of focus.
Yes, for sure.
So that's really good. Okay, so you also were heavily involved in dance, so I assume you did that the same time as you did volleyball.
Yes.
How did you manage that, and how did those two complement each other?
Yeah, it was crazy. Yeah. So I have done dance since I can remember 3, I think I started. And it was really hard to balance. I had dance multiple nights a week, and my studio that I danced for was really flexible and was allowing me to go from practice to dance.
What studio were you at?
JDD Dance Studio. It's on McEwen. So that was really nice that they were super flexible. So that definitely helped. But I had practice until about 8, and then I went to dance for 2 hours, came home, slept, and repeated the process. So it was a lot. It was really draining, but to be able to dance till my senior year and still have that big volleyball career, that was amazing. And I really feel like both sports complement each other. In the biggest way, I would say the teamwork aspect. It's something really powerful about you can't do it alone. You have to have your team to stand there with you and dance with you or play the game with you. There's 6 people on a court. So it's just you have to find the way to show up for your team while also like working hard and balancing everything. So it was a very good learning experience for me.
I think dance would help with your agility as
Yes,
well.
oh, for sure, yeah.
Yeah, just being able to stay
Yeah.
Moving around easily.
Right. Well, and as a middle, which is the position that I play in volleyball, you're always having to move to block different hitters. So that was definitely, I didn't get tripped up as much as I figured I would if I hadn't danced. So
Are you one of the taller ones on the team, or are they all tall?
Yeah, so I'm probably the second tallest on my team from my senior year, but I'd probably been this height since freshman year, and there was quite a few people that were taller than me. So it kind of depends, but I'm definitely short for college volleyball, so
yeah, I know it helps to be able to get up as tall as you can.
For sure, yeah.
So what did you learn while tutoring that helped you in your future career in teaching?
Yeah, it was an amazing opportunity. So I started with at the beginning of every week, I would create a lesson plan for him. He's actually really excelled in school, so my lesson plan was to give him a challenge while still meeting the markers that he hadn't met and getting him prepared for second grade. So that was really nice. I did a lot of research about the curriculum requirements and making sure that my lessons plans aligned with that while also pushing him to get better and grow. So that was really good from my teaching perspective. Also, he had gone to a private preschool, so he had learned some Spanish. He had learned some unique things that you wouldn't normally learn in public school. So that was cool too, to kind of get that connection to private school and be able to help him in the Spanish regard, because I'm not fluent, but I have taken, I think, 7 years of Spanish. So.
And that's what you're going to pursue as
Yes.
well as a minor,
Yes.
which is super useful.
Yes, for sure.
To have that. Do you have like a specialty on what age you want to work with?
So ideally it would be 3rd. But my degree will be K through 5. So, yeah.
So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we will.
Right,
yes.
Definitely. All right. So you've also been coaching volleyball. What have you learned from that experience?
Well, I had always thought that I wanted to coach because of the coaches that had been in my life, and just it seemed kind of equivalent to the education, but for volleyball. So it was a great experience to be able to work with girls they were 13, and that's a really young age to start volleyball. They have the basics already, but you're still kind of tweaking the small things to be able to actually have a good sense of the game and be able to have good rallies and stuff like that. So it was a great experience to be able to understand where they're at and work with them one-on-one while also having that team dynamic. So it was really a really good learning experience.
And how'd you get involved with that?
So I got an opportunity to go to tryouts to just help out and throw some balls for some coaches that were looking for their players. And after that, I was kind of asked if that would be something that I was interested in, and I jumped on it. I did. So it was really amazing.
So I'm going to kind of go off topic because
Yeah.
I'm like, how'd you balance all of these things that you did in high school and maintain, the grades you needed to
Yeah.
get into college?
Yeah, it was a lot, to be honest, but it really worked out that I had my tutoring job right after school, and then I was able to go directly to practice after that, for coaching. And just overall, it's a lot of time management, a lot of kind of priorities. And someone really close to me said that you can't give 100% to everything, which that might sound counterintuitive, like you try your best, but you kind of have to figure out where to give yourself the most. And some days that was tutoring. He really needed me some days, and I needed to give my all to that. And then I would go to practice and kind of rely on my head coach a little bit more, who was an amazing head coach. That was a really great pairing. We both complemented each other so well. But just like overall, it really was a balance of where I needed to give myself the best of me. And it was great. It worked out really well.
And those are great skills to learn as you move on with your life, like in college. That's time management and managing your energy is kind of what you're saying is
Yeah.
like, how do you manage your
Right.
energy? And then in your future career.
Yeah, 100%.
It's true. You can't give 100 all the time
Yes.
to everything because then
Right.
you have nothing left.
Right, exactly, yeah.
Not depleting yourself. So,
Yes.
okay, let's talk about who are the people that have shaped your values.
Well, my mom for sure. She is my best friend. I'll tell anyone that. So, she has always been a big part of my life. My dad worked more, so I was very attached to her when I was younger, and then she just kind of my dad was a big part of that too, but both of them they raised me to be who I am, and they shaped my priorities, my respect, my manners, and I don't know, I really thank them for that because I think that's sometimes missing in the society today is the basic manners and respect that you give to everyone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and sometimes people don't recognize it is
Yes.
the people in your family that instill those values
Yes,
in
for
you.
sure.
Any other people that come to mind?
Yeah, I would say, well, beyond family, I would say my teachers. I really can't think of a bad teacher that I've had. I really have enjoyed learning from each and every one of them, and that it has shown me what the teaching profession can be. A lot of people say you don't go into teaching for the money, and I don't think I've ever had a teacher that didn't truly want to be there, and I think there's something to be said for someone who goes to work every day and shows up for the people there. And so that really made a mark on me to be able to move forward in my life, wanting to be there for everyone in my life. So,
Do you remember when you wanted to become a teacher?
yeah, I wanted to be a teacher since I was really young. I remember I was playing school with my grandpa when I was probably 4 or 5 in Ardennes, and he took on this persona of a student named Ryan, and he was quite the stinker. Pencils in the ears, pencils in the nose, like toilet paper through the bathroom door, and it was so funny. It was fun. It's a fun memory, and ever since then, I've wanted to be a teacher.
Okay, well, good for him for playing and challenging you.
Yeah.
So do you have family that live in the area? Like, are they from Centerville-Washington Township area, or are they?
Well, so my mom, she grew up in Sagamore Hills, and my grandparents moved down here probably right when I was born. So my mom has always lived in Centerville with my dad. They've lived here since they got married. My grandparents are about an hour towards Columbus in London, Ohio. And then my dad's side of the family lives in Greenville, Ohio. So
Okay.
about an hour.
So you were
Cincinnati.
born here?
Yes.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
all of your schooling was done here?
Yes, correct.
It's always fun.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. So what schools did you go to?
So I went to PBS to start with, and then I went to Normandy, Watts, and then Centerville High School.
All right. So Normandy, you got to be close to the park there.
Yes,
Did you
for
guys
sure.
ever go out to Grant
Oh,
Park?
yes. Yeah. My 5th grade teacher, she was a big emphasis on nature. So we were always out there, it felt like, to read and do stuff. So that was really neat.
And that's the perk of that.
Yeah, for sure.
That building
Yes.
to have that. Okay, so what are you looking forward to summer?
So many things.
Okay.
I'm going to Spain in about a week now. That's crazy. So I have the study abroad experience through Bowling Green University. They partnered with some high schools. And so me and my really good friend who also takes Spanish are going to fly over there alone and meet this program. We're going to go to classes. We're going to do a couple excursions. So that's really, really exciting.
And where will you be based in
So we'll
Spain?
be in Alcalá, Spain is where my host family will be. We will do a excursion to Madrid, and then we'll do another one to Asturias, which is in northern Spain.
Wow.
Yes.
And I guess you'll have to speak Spanish the whole time.
Correct.
So you'll get really good at your Spanish.
Yes. My friend and I are a little nervous because not only for speaking Spanish, but they use a different pronunciation and conjugation than what we learned at the high school. So
like the vosotros.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I've been to Spain, been to Madrid, but
cool.
That's exciting. Are you nervous?
The nerves have definitely set in for sure. We watched the video for a second time, my mom and I, last night because I was pretty nervous. The plane ride and everything to get over there and make sure we're there was definitely the biggest concern. But once we're there, I'm sure I'm going to settle in.
Yeah. Did you say how long you're going to be there for?
2 weeks. So I come back on July 12th.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's good. It's a short amount of time. It's about a good
right. It is a good amount.
Will you be with your friend? Like, will you have each other to support each other?
Yes. So we are going to fly together, and then we will be in a host family together. So that's really nice too that we were able to go together. So I'm not just on this adventure by myself.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So is your host family, they have to take you around to do different places?
Yeah. So my host family, they'll kind of show me around Alcalá where we are staying, and then the school will provide the trips to Madrid and stuff like that.
And what classes will you be taking?
So I'll get 3 different credits, one for just the language. I think the classes will be more Spanish history based, so that will be really neat to hear the history about it. There will be some grammar and pronunciation. I'm sure vosotros based because that's not something that we're used to. So
yeah, well, that's really cool. That you have that. I think travel is one of the best things for education.
I couldn't agree more. Yeah,
that's really great. Did your family grow up traveling a lot?
Well, not as much as we would have liked. My sister and I kind of bickered when we were younger, so my parents were not too keen on taking us.
It wasn't fun.
Right, yeah. But we traveled to Florida, the basic destination, and then we did Gatlinburg trips. We did just a lot of south, but
to warmer climates.
Right, yes. We are definitely a warmer climate family. But all of them were in the United States. I've never been out of the country.
How exciting for you to...
Well, I guess I went to Niagara Falls once, so...
You popped over the Canadian side.
Yeah.
That's exciting. Yeah. It's a long flight over. That will be really fun for you.
Well, it's my friend's very first flight, so that'll be interesting.
Hopefully she's not nervous about it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk as you, obviously you're staying here in the area, but moving to UD.
Yeah.
It'll be amazing. You won't come back as often as you think you will.
Yeah.
But you'll have a whole new. So what are the things that are most meaningful to you about Washington Township and Centerville?
Well, I definitely think my experiences at the high school will come with me. My experiences with the EC program to be able to teach in those schools, all the schools here, I really hope to come back because it was such an impactful experience. Another place that was really meaningful to me was the rec center. I loved learning to play volleyball there, the classes that they had, birthday parties. I did a babysitting course once, so that will be missed. The woodland lights, all that stuff. So that was my childhood, my bringing up. So that will be missed. The libraries. I loved spending time at the libraries. So that's definitely something.
That's cool. So you mentioned about teaching in the schools.
Mhm.
So can you talk more about that program?
Yeah.
What is it called again?
Early childhood education
Okay.
program.
Talk about that program,
Yeah.
okay?
So, so it's a program that you can join your junior and senior year of high school. It's the first 2 periods of every day, and so you'll spend that time in a classroom watching the teachers, and the students interact. And the first year, it was more observation-based, but the second year, I really was able to jump in, which was amazing. So the first year, I was at PVN almost entirely. I spent 2 quarters in a first grade classroom and 2 quarters in a kindergarten classroom. I quickly found out that that was a little young for me, so hopefully I get some older grades in the future. But then my senior year, I spent almost the entire year at Weller with a third grade classroom. That was an amazing experience. Watching these kids transform from where they were in that first day to where they were on the last day, it was truly amazing to see that development and change that really happened.
Yeah. Third grade is really where they transition to be readers, real
Yes.
readers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I always said that it's hard first grade for me because you're telling them like A says, well, why? To be honest, I don't know, but it just does. So that was always hard for me. Whereas in third grade, you can say like 4 plus 4 is 8 because this, and like you have a little bit more reasoning and logic behind it, which I really like. So that was an amazing experience to be able to share that with those kids.
Yeah. And those kindergartners, sometimes it's just they have needs.
Yeah.
They have needs that are not being met, and
Yes.
you can't meet all of
Right.
their needs.
Yes.
And that can be really challenging. It takes very special people
Yeah,
to
it
be able
does.
to manage that energy.
Yes,
Yeah.
100%. The class that I was in too, senior year, they had a couple special needs, and that was really cool too to see how my teacher was able to accommodate those. None of them had an aide, so it was all on my teacher really to kind of manage that and to manage the other students. And so it was really an amazing experience to be able to watch her and take notes on what to do when things go awry, because they do very quickly, as you will find out if you're ever in an early childhood education classroom.
Yeah, I've subbed.
Yeah, then you know.
I do know.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's a great mentorship program
For
to
sure.
know for sure if you want to get into that line of
Yes.
work. So you've got 2 years of experience. Did it go the whole year long then?
Yes, it went the whole year long. Yeah, we were supposed to switch every quarter, switch classrooms if we wanted to, but I really made a connection with this class. So thankfully I was able to spend most of my time there.
And what did you do? Like, what was the things that you did
Mhm.
during the day?
Yeah, so I did a lot of small groups. So while the teacher was teaching a bigger group, if I needed to pull a smaller group that was either not understanding or needed a little extra help, that was majority my job. I did do some whole class lessons. I needed to do a lesson every quarter, and my teacher was super accommodating, and I did multiple sometimes. So I would teach math. We do something called Number Corner, and so it's kind of like daily math questions and different concepts. So I did that most mornings, and then I did some of the reading and sounding out phonics type stuff too. And yeah.
Very cool.
Yes.
Well, thanks for explaining that a little bit.
Yeah.
I've I've had other people who have done that before that I've interviewed, but it really is good to kind of break it down and realize how much experience you go into your college
Right.
degree knowing. What are some of the classes you're signed up for in the fall?
So my orientation is next week, so I'm not quite sure about all the classes that I'll be taking, but I'll take a Spanish class. Not really sure what that is going to be yet. And then I'll have to take a religion course for the UD requirements. I'll take an art class, hopefully something to do with dance. I think that would be really cool. But yeah, I really don't know much yet. So that's exciting that I'll find that out soon.
So when you come back from Spain, what are the other big things you want to do this summer?
Yeah, so my birthday is after my Spain trip, so that's really exciting. I'll be 18. So
you're not 18
I'm
yet.
not 18 yet. I'm very young for my grade, so that's exciting. And then my family and one of our family friends are going to Washington, D.C. We just got a tour of the Capitol building scheduled, so that's really exciting that we're going to be able to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. It's going to be busy at the
Yeah.
summertime.
Oh
but
gosh. Yeah.
it's a great place to go and,
It is.
and learn that kind of
Yes.
stuff.
Mhm.
So for hobbies, when you do have downtime, what are those things that you do?
Well, I don't have a lot of downtime, but when I do, I love to read, spend time with friends. I like going to the local restaurants and stuff like that and just spending time with friends. I don't really have many hobbies. That's kind of a goal for college too, to find some hobbies.
Yeah, it's a good thing to figure out.
Yeah.
Especially like dance won't be as big a focus, and you're not doing volleyball at college, right?
Correct. I'm not doing the school team, but hopefully I'll get involved with club and other intramural sports too. So
Yeah, because those are your hobbies.
yeah, that's true. I like to play some sports for
Yeah.
sure.
And if you want to get some sit down hobbies, you can do that.
Yeah.
Great.
Yes.
Well, it's been so great to have
Yes,
you here.
thanks for
Is there
having me.
anything we didn't cover that you'd
No,
like to
that was
cover?
great.
Okay,
Yes.
wonderful. And so I'll go ahead and close by thanking MVCC for helping to produce this podcast, and to my guest, Emily Albright.
Thank you.
If you have an interesting story about Centerville or Washington Township, please contact Centerville-Washington History. Please also come visit our museums in Uptown Centerville Tuesday through Friday, 12 o'clock to 4 p.m. Follow us on Facebook or Instagram and watch for upcoming events posted on our website at centervillewashingtonhistory.org. Thank you and goodbye.